Danger. Your home has been invaded by hordes of alien-possessed bugs. Use specialized towers, attacks, and cunning tactics to craft your perfect defense and save your home. First of all, a big thanks to Full Screen Games and Indie Bag Gaming for reaching out and providing an early review code for Bugvasion. I mean, the second they did, I'd found a new purpose in life, and I just knew it was time to get geared up. It's bug squashing time. Bugvasion is extremely pleasing on the eye with a cel shading, brightly coloured art style. There's just something about magnifying a certain everyday scene and seeing the world from a smaller perspective. Recently we've seen this in Obsidian's Grounded, but this really reminds me more of the top-down racing series Micro Machines, if you remember that one. I love this shrunken down perspective in games. The story is a simple one and actually surprised me with its very self-aware, daft and humorous writing. It's not exactly laugh out loud, knee-slappingly funny stuff, but it's light-hearted and enjoyable. Whilst chilling out playing some games, your house is invaded by crazy-ass alien bugs, and we're forced into the task of defending our home from these pesky invaders.
This is my house. I have to defend it.
We're guided through our missions by General Prado, who's clearly a nutjob, but thankfully has some sound advice when it comes to squashing bugs. Some of the game is voice acted and some's not, but we've been informed the voice acting is soon to be fleshed out and the little briefings before each mission will be voice acted prior to release. The voice's audio does need some levelling attention because the vocals were a touch too quiet compared to the effects in the game. As with most tower defense games, the objective is to stop these alien bugs from getting from A to B, using a strategically placed variety of tower defenses. Starting off with a can of spray, a little poisonous gas dispenser and a battery-powered tower that fires balls of electricity, because that's a thing. Now, I quickly came to understand that these bugs are not fucking around, and they mean business, because when I first started playing, normal mode was a little too easy, so I stuck it on hard mode and the bugs just waltzed through my poorly planned defences like no man's business. Well, I'm not having that, so I was like, rock and roll. We've also got special attacks such as a giant boot, a fist, a stick, a taser and much more. We're also given special abilities too, such as raining fire, a radar to see the flight paths of the flying bugs and slowing down time, just to name a few. These become especially handy against the bosses that appear throughout, which are giant bugs that slowly creep over the level with a monstrous health bar. As we progress, we unlock more tools, more abilities and more attacks, all which can be upgraded simply increasing its power and range. These are all unlocked in the skill tree between each mission, with the currency being money. Not sure how squashing bugs in my bathroom is earning me money, but I've come far too far now as a gamer to start questioning things like that too much. Eventually, we unlock more destructive and powerful tools to use against these invaders, some which give us a little more precise hands-on control, and my favourite was the magnifying glass.
Where are your rebel friends now?
I did have a few issues so far. I wasn't too keen on being limited in my placement of towers, though I understand why. I'd like a little less scripting and some more tactical freedom in where I put my towers down, though this would likely hinder the map design, so maybe I'm being a tad unfair on that one. The map borders often cut off certain visuals too, and some clickable in-game options overlapped each other, leaving me unable to click on the upgrade that I wanted, as well as being unable to squash that last bastard bug scraping over the finishing line because another icon was in the way. That's easily fixed with a little more zooming out or moving the pop-up window locations. Each level has a 3-star rating at the end, and the stars are used to unlock future levels, meaning you're going to have to perfect some levels before completing the game. At first I wondered if this was a little more appropriate for mobile, but the intensity and speed in which the screen fills up and the need for some quick thinking is not only a little too much for mobile gaming, but playing a game with the main theme being creepy crawlers, you'd never catch me playing while sitting on the toilet, because God knows what's going to crawl up my arse.
Ghoulies. They'll get you in the end.
It's not perfect, with a few minor audio issues, some UI issues, and the first half of the levels, even on hard, were a little too easy, but the difficulty spiked massively after that, so not really a major issue. I do think they missed a trick not having the bugs attacking the towers that I built. It would have been an extra factor keeping the towers standing, maintaining them, as well as upgrading them, but it might have been a little too hectic in the latter levels. Overall, it's a fun game. I think tower defense lovers will really enjoy this one. A nice variety of tools and special attacks to experiment with, a light-hearted story alongside some really nice playful visuals. Now, pricing is always a factor in our score, so bearing in mind the size of full-screen games, the fact that this is actually their first game ever and what their budget would likely have been, making a game that's fun, addictive and pleasing on the eye, all for less than $7 is a great achievement. I would happily recommend this to lovers of the tower defense genre. Bugvasion releases on Steam February the 17th. Thanks for watching, peeps. If you've enjoyed the video, then squash that like button and squish the subscribe button. Peace out.